All right, so just give me a minute. I'm going to play the video again so you guys can go through and try to get what you can as far as the video is concerned.
Digital marketing, one of the most frequently mentioned buzzwords in marketing. Marketers praise it's the way to grow an online business, and academies all over the world advertise their new digital marketing courses as the next big thing. How can you take advantage of this to boost your career and unlock the business opportunities digital marketing has to offer? The first step is to understand how digital marketing works, and that is exactly what you'll learn in this video. Let's get started with a simple definition of digital marketing. Digital marketing is a form of marketing for promoting and selling products or services on the internet. It's the process of leveraging different online marketing channels like search engines, social media networks, and email to reach your target audience. Through digital marketing, you can find people interested in your offering, interact with them, and build trust with your brand. Digital marketing has a number of types. The most important are website marketing, search engine optimization, content marketing, PPC advertising, social media marketing, email marketing, video marketing, and affiliate marketing. To understand how digital marketing works, let's see how the different digital marketing types can be used in an online marketing campaign. Meet John. John wants to promote his online business and find customers to buy his products. He knows that his potential customers are out there. He knows that digital marketing is the way to go, but he doesn't know how to get started. Let's help John by laying out a digital marketing strategy he can use. The first thing that John has to do is to create a website to showcase his brand, products, and services. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it should be fast, mobile-friendly, easy to use, and offer a great experience to users. This is what website marketing is all about. A website is the focal point of all digital marketing campaigns and the medium to present your brand to the online world. The next action that John should take is to start thinking about content. In the digital world, marketing is done through the use of online content. Things like blog posts, videos, images, and podcasts are some of the content types he can use to grab the audience's attention and generate interest in his brand. This is what content marketing is all about. Through a well-planned content marketing strategy, John can identify his audience's problems and create valuable and relevant content to satisfy their needs. The next task John has to deal with is search engine optimization. SEO will help John's website to rank higher in the search results and reach the billions of people that use search engines on a daily basis. During this stage, he will make sure that his content is relevant to what users want and that search engines can access and understand his website. He will use different SEO techniques to convince ranking algorithms that his website deserves to be in the top positions of the results for keywords related to his business. SEO is the best form of online marketing that can get you highly targeted traffic 24/7 without paying for it, but it takes time to work. So while waiting for SEO to work, John can explore other channels like PPC advertising. With PPC advertising, John can show his ads on top of the Google search results and in the thousands of websites that participate in the Google Advertising Network. Every time someone clicks an ad and visits his website, John will pay a fee to the advertising platform. His ads will not be shown to all users, but to those who are actively searching for information related to his offerings. The next item in John's task list is social media marketing. To further expand his reach, he needs to have a presence in the same places his potential customers hang out, and this is none other than social networks. Websites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have billions of active users that might be interested in John's brand. These platforms have advertising tools you can use to segment their users based on their location, interests, demographics, and target them with image and video ads. As John's audience grows and more people visit his website, he can start engaging with them. The best channel for this task is email marketing. Email is the most commonly used communication medium and a highly effective sales channel. Through carefully crafted email messages, John can keep his audience engaged and nurture them until they become new customers. Next on the list is video marketing. A lot of users are turning to YouTube, TikTok, and other video platforms before they make a buying decision. John can take advantage of this by creating amazing videos that help people solve a problem, make a decision, or simply have fun. Besides being a great sales channel, video marketing is one of the best ways to increase brand awareness and build a community of loyal followers. The last, but certainly not least channel John can use is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the oldest forms of marketing that has grown considerably with the rise of the internet. The way it works is simple. John will give a commission to other people for promoting his products on their website and audience. For John, this means more business, while his affiliates are getting a commission for each sale. Affiliate marketing is not only a great way to increase sales, but affiliates can become the best representatives of your brand. That's what digital marketing is all about. John can now continue optimizing his campaigns by carefully analyzing his digital analytics. By making informed decisions and with lots of patience, he can watch his business grow with the help of digital marketing.
All right, so we just ended up with the video. So I'm just going to ask you guys, please just tell me what you were able to get from the video. All right, so just indicate with a hand, show, and I'm going to call you up and you tell us what you were able to get from the video. Okay, please, let's be fast about it. Yes, we have Sylvester. You can unmute your mic and tell us what you were able to get from the video.
All right, thank you very much. Like you mentioned, my name is Sylvester. Okay, so from the video, I learned the meaning of digital marketing is conducting marketing by the help of the internet, and one can do that by creating a website. But the video makes us understand that the website marketing can take quite a long time to actually be effective or produce results. So whilst we are waiting for the results, we can take advantage of some other mediums like the social media, SEO, PPC, which I actually don't know what it means yet, and then video marketing. Thank you.
Perfect. I think you were a very good listener, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you very much. Another person? Any other person, please? If you're able to get something out of the video, please just indicate.
When?
While on the live stream, make sure your mic is muted. Okay, please make sure your mic is muted. Any other person? Kamara, please mute your mic. Kamara, please mute your mic. Okay, let me I'm just going to delegate someone as a co-host so that can help us deal with issues like that. I don't know why I keep muting the mic, but it's not muting. Okay. All right, guys, so let's continue. So thank you very much for that briefing. I think you really gave an explicit briefing about digital marketing. So we are going to be talking about digital marketing throughout this training program, throughout this summit. And we're going to have a lot of speakers that are going to come up to enlighten you on some of the digital marketing modules. Okay, so I'm just going to share my slide right now so we can kick off with the first segment of this program. All right, so like I earlier mentioned, my name is Tamon Ziruni. I'm a Cameroonian by nationality. I live and work in the United Arab Emirates. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Tadida Group Corporation, which is a conglomerate made up of different companies. We have the digital agency, we have the travels, we have the institute, and we have the foundation as well. So this particular summit is brought to you by the TG Digital Agency, which is out to sensitize people about the importance of digital marketing and how you can incorporate digital marketing into your business. And we've been doing this for a very long time now. And we move from country to country to ensure that we get people understand what digital marketing is all about. We have to understand that digital marketing is a new field. It hasn't made up to 20 years or so. It's a field which just started a few years back. And Africans have not really made good use of the digital marketing landscape. Not every business, out of the businesses in every country, or in every city, not up to 20% of these businesses have embraced digital marketing. That's the reason why we have decided to take it upon ourselves to carry out these summits, to sensitize, to enable people understand the importance of digital marketing, how important it is, and how you should incorporate this into your business, how this digital marketing can help your business move from one level to another. Okay, so I'm a certified digital marketing expert from UK, from Google, which is located in US, and of course we have the KHDA, which is located here in the United Arab Emirates. And I'm equally an MBA holder in banking, tax administration, and financial services, and I am a digital marketing consultant. So if you want to know more about me, you can just visit my website, www.tamonziruni.com, and you're going to get more information about me. So this is just a cross-section of certified digital marketing students from the Tadida Group Institute, which is equally part of the sponsor of this summit. Okay, so we have both the UK and global certified digital marketing experts. This event actually took place in Cameroon last year, and we are hoping to Derek, please ensure that the mics of everyone is muted, please. Please ensure that we have their mics muted so we can have a smooth flow. All right, so let me just take you guys back. I'm sorry, my screen was not shared initially. All right, so like I earlier mentioned, my name is Tamon Ziruni, and I already gave you a breakdown about the profile, and here are some of my certifications. And these are certified digital marketing experts, which graduated last year, and this graduation took place in Cameroon. We moved from one country to another. When we have students from these countries who have taken the courses, we have students here in UAE, we have students in Cameroon, we have students in Nigeria, and I'm sure in days or as time progresses, we are going to touch every corner of the African continent. Okay, we are going to have some of these experts during this training program, and you're going to learn from them as well. Majority of them are currently working. They already have the experience, and you're going to get a lot from them. And of course, if you are attending this training program and you are a digital marketer and you have something to share, why not? You can do so. You just need to get to us privately, and we are going to create room for you so you can share whatever you have with the audience. Like I said, this is a summit, so we entertain people who have contributions as far as the digital marketing space is concerned. Now, the team, as far as the Institute is concerned, keeps expanding. We have a team that is equally for the agency. We have a team for the foundation. This is for the Institute, and majority of those you see here will be part of the training which you will have. They are all professionals in the digital field, while others are experiencing digital marketing in their businesses. They are equally going to share some of their experiences with you. We have the CEO of Ilope Construction, one of the biggest construction companies in Cameroon. We have a human resource expert. They are equally going to share some of their ideas with you so you'll be able to know more about digital marketing. All right, so in today's segment, we are going to have three speakers. One, that is myself. We're going to have two other speakers that are going to come up. So I'm going to take you guys through the digital marketing landscape, how digital marketing came about, okay, how it has progressed with time. So you understand what digital marketing is before you get into the various modules. This is very important. You need to know how it started. What prompted digital marketing? What actually made this particular business or this particular module to come into existence, or this particular field to come into existence? Okay, so please make sure you follow up. If you have questions, jot down your questions, and you are free to either type the questions in the chat area and we are going to answer them, or when the time comes, we are going to give you the permission or the opportunity to ask your questions. That you're going to unmute your mic and you ask your questions. All right, so before we talk about digital marketing, I believe majority of you know what marketing is. So when you have a product, you have a shop, you have a business, and you want people to know more about your business, you need to carry out what we call marketing. You need to carry out what we call advertising. You need to advertise your business, right? Advertising that business simply means you want to reach out to so many people. If you have a shop, you might decide to contact a media, you might decide to contact a newspaper or a newsletter company, whereby they are going to showcase your business either on the newspaper or the radio stations are going to broadcast your message to the audience. Okay, so when you do that, you're going to have so many people know more about your business. That is our traditional way of doing marketing. And some of the things which we do in order to achieve that is maybe we print flyers, right? You can print flyers and you move around, you throw it around, you give it to people. And of course, if they are interested in whatever you are advertising, they are going to visit your store or they are going to call the number on the flyer and you will know more about your business. And of course, you're going to share more about your business with them. That is what we call traditional marketing. But now there is a problem as far as traditional marketing is concerned. And this problem is that you're unable to reach out to a wide audience. For example, if you are in a particular city and you have a shop, it's difficult for you to advertise your business to people in other cities, right? Because if you decide to maybe contact a radio station in another city, how are you going to ship your products to them? How are they going to get your products whenever they need them? Okay, so you're entitled to do what? To limit yourself to the environment which you are, because that's where you're going to have most of the people that will visit your store and buy your products. Okay, but with the coming of the internet, which has helped to make the world a global village, you can advertise your business, you can showcase your business to millions of people. You can showcase your business to millions of people. Currently, the world is made up of more than 7 billion people, and more than 4 billion are connected to the internet. So if you have the resources available at your disposal, you can reach out to these 4 billion people in a day or in a week, in a year. And we are going to tell you how this can be done. Okay, so in the internet and social media age, customers can come from practically everywhere. When we talk about traditional marketing, you can only reach out to people in your environment, because those are the people that will visit your shop and buy your product. But with the internet or the social media, you can reach out to so many people. You can be in Uganda and you reach out to people in Kenya. Currently, we are having a digital marketing summit and we are having so many people connecting from different countries. That's thanks to digital marketing. Without digital marketing, we will not be able to connect with these people. If you were to have this summit traditionally, that's in a particular environment, it therefore means only people in that environment will do what? Will attend that event, because publicity has not really been done. Okay, your advertising is limited. You've simply done what we call traditional advertising, and of course, that's the only way you can do that to get people to attend that event. So digital marketing is a set of marketing tactics used to influence potential customers who log into the online world. So when it comes to digital marketing, there are several tools which you use in order to reach out to potential customers. or to reach out to potential audience. So it leverages the power of different digital channels. It means that it uses different digital channels to reach out to specific audience. And we are going to look at these digital channels detailing. We're going to explain to you what they are all about, the advantages of these digital channels. Some of these digital channels include, we have the Google search, we have different social networks like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We have emails. I believe 90% of those attending these events right now have an email address. I don't think there's anybody here who doesn't have an email address. Websites who have done a great deal as far as marketing online is concerned. Okay, so it leverages the power of different digital channels such as the Google search, social networks, emails, and websites to generate favorable actions from the current and prospective customers. With the help of these digital channels, we are able to reach out to so many people. In fact, that's the means we use in order to reach out to you guys in different countries. So, in summary, digital marketing is the process of building and maintaining what we call customer relationships through the online activities to facilitate the exchange of ideas, products, services that satisfy the goals of both parties. Now, there is one thing which people always get wrong when it comes to digital marketing. Digital marketing is not all about the sales of products. If that is what has been in your mind, that digital marketing is the process of selling products online, please erase that from your mind. Digital marketing is not all about the sales of products online. It's all about sharing ideas online, all right? It's all about sharing ideas or advertising your products or services. Let's say I have an upcoming event, like what we are having right now, and I want people to attend for free. I am not actually selling the service, right? It's an idea. I'm just trying to exchange ideas. Let's say we want to have a come together where we want people to come and share or exchange ideas. And I do a campaign online. Of course, we are going to get so many people who attend that event. And of course, we are going to share ideas. It doesn't mean that that's not digital marketing. That is digital marketing because I have used the various digital marketing tools to reach out to a specific group of people. Okay, so that's the difference between traditional marketing and digital marketing. Now, with traditional marketing, we have limited audience, but with digital marketing, we have a wider audience. With traditional marketing, we spend a lot to be able to get to our target audience. How much do you think you will pay a radio station to advertise your business? How much do you think you're going to print flyers, okay, to disseminate it around, to share with people? How much are you going to pay a magazine company to publish your articles on their magazine? That's a huge sum of money. How much are you going to pay the government to use their billboards to advertise your business? It's a huge amount of money. You've heard about Amazon, you've heard about e-commerce platform. Have you ever seen a flyer of Amazon anywhere? Impossible. You cannot see Amazon printing flyers. You cannot see Amazon occupying a billboard advertising products. It's impossible because they are using the digital space 100%. Okay, so there is limited audience as far as the traditional marketing is concerned. The expenses are so much as far as traditional marketing is concerned as compared to digital marketing. With digital marketing, with as little as $1, you can reach out to 2,000, 3,000 people in a single day. But you can't achieve that with traditional marketing. Impossible. So majority of us, we go online, right? We go online, we try to do research online, we try to do so many things online. So why do people actually go online? People go online because they want to search for employees, they want to get general information, they want to get business contacts, they want to link up with people. Now, during the process of carrying out all these activities, we tend to engage with the digital marketing tools. And we are going to be looking at some of these tools as we move ahead. Now, let's look at the history of digital marketing. This is very important. So you should know where it started, okay, and know where digital marketing is going to. So the term digital marketing was first used in the 1990s, along with the coming of the internet and the development of what we call the Web 1.0. So during the Web 1.0 age, there was no such thing as interaction, as the only activity was reading of content. Now, when the internet came to existence, guys, when the internet came to existence, what happened is that people only went to carry out interactions, to interact with the various websites that were available at that time, which means that you could not connect with the person that has created that content. You could only go online to do research. There is a particular program that was created when the internet just came into existence. We call it Encarta. So you could do your research offline. Now, when you visit a tool like Encarta, what happens is that you just get information and you cannot even connect. You cannot even contact the person who is sharing that information. So most of the websites that were existing during that period were only sharing ideas. You could only get information from this site. For example, you could go to the internet and say, who is the president of Uganda? Who is the president of Ghana? You can only get those information. You cannot even connect with the person that has posted that information. But as time changes, a whole lot of things change as far as the digital marketing space is concerned. So during the period of the Web 1.0, the browser that we were using at that time was known as the Archie browser, or the search engine was known as the Archie. Now, this search engine, you can only go online. The search engine is just like what we have today, the Google or the Yahoo. These are all search engines, okay? But during that period, we had the Archie search engine. And during that period, you could only see text. There were no images on websites. There were no videos. Things like images came up in the early 1993. That was when we actually had images, beautiful images on websites. Then in 1994, Yahoo was launched. How many of you know that Yahoo actually came before Google? Yahoo is the first search engine. And during that period, that's why you see they always call these people that get into cybercrime, they call them maybe Yahoo boys and all that, because it was during that period. During that period, we did not have Google. People used the Yahoo to carry out their activities. Okay, so it was in 1994 that Yahoo actually came into existence, and this provoked extensive changes in the digital marketing space. Now, with the coming of Yahoo, the Yahoo Messenger equally came into existence. We have the Yahoo Mail that equally came into existence. Now, what was the reason for creating Yahoo Messenger and Yahoo Mail? So people can interact with one another. You could use your Yahoo Mail to send a message to someone, right? You could use your Messenger to connect with someone or to talk to someone who is currently online. So when someone goes online using his Yahoo Mail, there is always a section beside which is known as the Messenger. You just click on the Messenger. Anybody who is online at that moment using Yahoo, the Messenger will indicate to you that this person is online, and you connect with that person. You guys can have a one-on-one discussion. That is where interaction now came into existence. And with the coming of Yahoo, Yahoo Mail, and Yahoo Messenger, so many companies took this advantage. In 1998, that is when Google came into existence. We have Google, we have MSN, and we have the Yahoo. These are all search engines. So smaller search engines like the Archie were completely wiped out. If not that Yahoo is very powerful, maybe today you will not be hearing about Yahoo. And I believe that out of the total number of participants in this particular training, we don't have up to, I don't think we have up to 20 people or 20% of the people that have a Yahoo account. Majority of you have a Google account. Let's just indicate in the chat area. If you have a Yahoo account, just indicate. That's maybe your name. Let's say maybe Christe@yahoo.com. If you have, just indicate, do you have a Yahoo or Messenger? Just go to the chat area and type it. Let's see. Let's just take a sample survey. Guys, just go below your screen. You're going to see the chat. Click on it and you indicate. Let's see. Okay, Sylvester says yes, he has a Yahoo account. Who else? Who else? We are 13 currently in this live. Please just indicate. Let's make it lively. Only one person has indicated. Okay, let's continue. So the first mobile marketing campaign, that's the Universal Music, was launched in 2001. Then in 2004, Gmail was launched. So Yahoo was launched in 1994, which actually came to with a Yahoo Mail, but Gmail not came in after 10 years. You can imagine, Gmail came in after 10 years, but it has surpassed Yahoo. Not majority of people are using Yahoo. And some of the things that made Gmail to be more known is that Gmail is more flexible, all right, and it's very fast as well. The software is not as heavy as Yahoo. So people tend to use it more often. And with the coming of the Android devices, Android had to incorporate Google to it, right? It's been produced by the Android which we have is owned by Google. So every tool or every service that Google has was incorporated into the Android device. So that's why so many people now get to use the Google browser or get to use the Gmail and so on. So Facebook equally came into existence in 2004. Very important. Now, the reason why we are going through this is because digital marketing is made up of different modules. Okay, we have websites, we have social media platforms, we have content creation, we have SEOs and so on. All right, so that is how things had to, that's how things started when it comes to the digital marketing space. Amazon's e-commerce sales surpassed 10 billion mark in 2006. Amazon is a company that started up like a shop that sells books. Amazon, the first product that Amazon started selling were books. Okay, they started selling books, and they discovered that if they actually got into a digital space, they are going to make so much income. Okay, because they'll be able to reach out to people that are not in the same environment as their business. That's why Amazon has gone global, and the CEO of this company is one of the richest person in the world. Okay, then in 2011, the web use overtakes figures for TV viewership. How many people watch the TV these days? Nobody. We are busy on our smartphones. We are busy on the computer system, right? Even before the smartphones even had an internet connection, before smartphones had internet connection, people tend to do what? To focus more on the internet than what? Their televisions. Okay, that's around 2011. And in 2014, people even switch now from using computer systems to their mobile devices. Then in 2015, other modules of digital marketing came into existence, like the content marketing, wearable technologies equally came into existence. Okay, so there is so much as far as digital marketing is concerned. There is so much history as far as digital marketing is concerned. Now, when it comes to the world's population, we know we are over 7 billion people in the world. Now, the irony about this is that the less developed population are more connected to the internet than the developed countries. But the developed countries are making good use of the internet than the developing countries. I took a survey at one point looking at the total number of people that are connected on TikTok, for example. TikTok is a growing platform, right? It's a platform that started, I think, in 2016, and it is fast growing than any other social media platform. Facebook started in 2004. It was created, or it went public in 2004. But at the moment now, TikTok is growing rapidly as compared to any other social media platform. Now, the less developed or the developing countries are more connected. See, we have more than 808 million people. That's as of 2008. More than 808 million people were using the internet, while 2.4 billion as of 2016 were connected. But look at the developed countries. We have 1. It surpasses it by approximately what? 100%. But from these statistics, the developed countries are making good use of the internet than the developing countries. How many of you can boast that the internet is actually giving you daily income, or weekly income, or monthly income? How much have you made since you started using the internet? How much have you been able to generate from the internet since you started using it? Those are questions you should be asking yourself. Do you just use the internet for entertainment, or you actually use it to generate income? Those are questions you should be asking yourself. We are exposed to a variety of social media platforms, so many of them. With the recent social media platform known as Thread, which is a threat, yes, it is a threat to what? To Twitter, known as X, right? Twitter has just recently changed the name from Twitter to X. So Facebook has approximately, let's say, 3 billion users. Okay, so we are estimating that out of the 7 billion population, more than 5 billion, as of today, more than 5 billion are connected on social media platforms. Facebook is leading with 3 billion. YouTube is following with what? 2.5 billion. WhatsApp 2 billion, Instagram 2 billion, WeChat 1.3 billion. TikTok, I think TikTok has surpassed WeChat as we speak now. TikTok should have surpassed WeChat and should now be at the level of Instagram. Okay, we have Facebook Messenger, which has drastically reduced in terms of the usage because we have other ways you can communicate with it. Since the coming of WhatsApp, I don't think so many people still use Facebook Messenger. Okay, then of course we have Telegram, which to me has so many features which are far more better than WhatsApp. But due to the fact that WhatsApp is more popular, it's more flexible when it comes to installation, when it comes to navigation, it's more flexible as compared to Telegram. But Telegram is really, really powerful. Okay, then of course we have Snapchat, which I don't really know how far they have gone because it is not really as stable as the other social media platform. Okay, this is the statistics as of 2023. With the coming of Thread, how many of you know about Thread? If you know about Thread, just indicate in the chat area. If you've used Thread before, or if you have an account on Thread, just indicate. How many of you know about Thread? Anyone? How many of you use Thread? I don't know if it's that I can't see the comments. No one is commenting. How many of you use Threads? Okay, so let's look at digital marketing in today's marketing. Okay, some Krista says, I haven't heard of it. I know about it, but I don't use it. Okay, Thread is a platform which is currently, it's a new social media platform that was created, I think, 2 months ago. It's a product of Meta. Okay, it's owned by Mark Zuckerberg. And it is a threat to Twitter because all the features we have on Thread is the same as that of Twitter, or that is the same as that of X. Okay, so with the advance of with the advent or the advance in digital, online, and social media, along with the evolving customer experience, digital marketing has gone from being an isolated discipline and instead become what? A staple in today's business world. Companies that are striving companies that are striving in today's world have embraced digital marketing. If you look at the top 10 richest people in the world, they are at that level because of digital marketing. Without digital marketing, you can't get to that level. Except you want to say you're a politician who embezzle money, and of course, you will never declare what your income. Those people will never declare their income. But when we talk about people who are making lots and lots of income and they declare their wealth, those are the top. The people at the top have made it thanks to what? Digital marketing. So we are going to be looking at the various digital marketing modules. Okay, so please make sure you pay attention. Okay, we are going to be introducing some speakers who are going to drill you as far as social media marketing is concerned, as far as content marketing is concerned. So please make sure you pay attention, try to understand what they are saying. If you have a question, you are free to ask. Okay, so here are some of the key components that makes up digital marketing. We have the web design, we have search engine optimization, we have PPC, or what we call Google Ads sometimes. We have social media marketing, we have email marketing, we have display advertising, we have affiliate marketing, we have content marketing, we have online reputation management, and we have what we call the AI, artificial intelligence. We are going to try our possible best to cover some of these modules so you understand their importance and how it can be incorporated into this business. Okay, so if you have a question from the presentation I've given, please ask your questions. You can unmute your mic, you ask your question so we can move on to the next presenter. Any question? Any question? Please feel free to ask your question if any. Any question? I
think the silence means there's no question.
Okay, great. So I'm going to be introducing the next speaker. She is a certified digital marketing expert, and she's working with a TG Digital Agency. She has a lot of experience, and she's of the social media marketing department. So I'm going to be introducing you to Miss Bime Lira. Okay, she's a Google and a UK certified digital marketing expert. So please pay attention to her as she walks you guys through the social media marketing space. And at the end of her presentation, feel free to ask your questions, and she will gladly answer the questions for you. Ms. Bime Lira, you have the floor. Thank you very much.
Okay, greetings to all, and it's a pleasure being with you all today. So without wasting much of our time, we are going to dive in straight into social media marketing. So like Mr. Tamon had earlier said, digital marketing, and I believe when we're looking at some modules of digital marketing, we saw things like email marketing, affiliate marketing, we also have social media marketing. And so we're going to be briefly looking at what this social media marketing is all about. But before we start, I don't know, has anyone heard about social media marketing? Please, if you heard about social media marketing, you can just indicate in the chat box. Okay, Sylvester says he has heard about social media marketing. Okay, Sylvester, can you briefly tell us what you've heard about social media marketing?
All right, so
Okay, sorry, Sylvester, Mr. Sylvester, I can't get you, so I don't know. Your volume seems to be low.
yeah, hello.
Okay, I get you now.
All right, thank you. Yes, I was saying social media marketing has to do with the use of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the rest in the conduct of digital marketing.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Sylvester. Anyone else who has heard about social media marketing? And what you think is social media marketing? Yes, Mr. Mohammed. Yes, I believe you've heard about social media marketing. So, can you tell us what you've heard? Anything you've heard about social media marketing?
Well, if I may say, I've heard that social media marketing is the use of the social platforms to connect with target audience and build brand awareness, drive website traffic, and increase sales. So
Okay.
so it's also involved creating and sharing, engaging content, interacting with followers. So that's what I understand about it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, you all have said it perfectly well. That's basically what social media marketing is all about. So basically today we're going to be looking about social media marketing, the different social media platforms. And we're just going to see a few of them. We're just going to have a brief say about few of them. So when we talk of social media marketing, right? First of all, you need to be able to know what is social media and what is marketing, because those are two terms that have been joined together as one. So it starts with social media marketing. Let's start with what exactly is marketing. So as we see on our screen, marketing is a managerial process which anticipates, identify, and satisfy consumers' needs and wants profitably. I believe most of us who have heard about marketing, we do marketing in our daily lives. And so it is simply about identifying a particular problem. I'm able to look at something that is wrong in my. Mr. Mohammed, please, can you? Okay, so as I was saying, it is simply about identifying a particular problem and then you're able to solve it. So that is what we are trying to see. I have a I see something wrong in my community. Probably where I live, there is shortage of food. People don't have access to food, to foodstuffs. And that's when I can say, okay, maybe I have a farmland where I produce food, okay? Where I cultivate food. So why not bring this food into the market? And in this way, I'm able to exchange. We're doing now a source of exchange because I'm able to give it now to you. And then you're also able to help me out in one way or another, be it by giving me money or how. That's really a problem that I see in an environment and I'm able to solve it. That's basically what marketing is in very simple terms. And then we'll go to social media marketing. Social media. Now, social media refers to content-based websites, okay, and applications that are designed to allow users to be able to interact with each other, okay? That's the beauty about these platforms. When you talk of any social media, when you talk about any social media platform, what comes into our mind is that it is this platform that is able to allow us to interact with each other. It allows us to interact with each other in real time. It allows us to interact with each other efficiently. And it allows us to interact with each other quickly. As I'm talking to you, you are getting me. If I have to type something on WhatsApp, immediately as I'm typing it, you're seeing it. Once I send it to you, you're seeing it. And the beauty about these platforms is that they encourage participations and engagement. Now, examples of some of these social media platforms, which we all know and we are aware of, is things like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and so on. And one thing we should know is that all of social media platforms, even though some of the examples I've given there are applications, now social media platforms do not only deal with applications, and that is why they say they refer to content-based websites. Okay, because the core of the digital marketing is the website. Applications come after to ease for maybe for the mobile phones, but the core of it, without these websites, these applications do not exist. And so that is why there are some social media platforms that exist as websites. We have some of them as Pinterest. An example is Pinterest. Okay, it has its website. Most people do not really know that Pinterest is a social media platform because most of the time they see it as website, but no, It is not only these platforms that have applications that are actually social, that are actually called social media. So having heard and know what is social media and what is social media, and what is marketing. Now, if we have to join the two together, what does it give us? Now, social media marketing is a process of creating content for social media platforms. I think Mr. Sylvester said something similar to that, and even Mr. Mohammed, which is true. It's just as simple as that. It is a process of creating content for platforms, okay? It's a process by which we're able to use this platform to connect with our audience. We're able to use this platform to connect with other people. And when we connect with these other people, we're able to achieve our goals. Now, what are these goals? These goals are such as building our brand. Because you don't just get up in the morning and then you start using social media. No, especially as an entrepreneur or as a business person, as someone that has a company. When you're using social media, you have a purpose. Is your purpose to build your brand? Is your purpose to increase sales? Is your purpose to drive traffic to your website? Let's say you have a website, but then you believe that there are people that are in social media, in these social media platforms, and they're not actually aware of your website. So you want to grab their attention. Now, those are some of the objectives as to why you're using social media. So that's basically what social media marketing is about. You're able to use the social media platforms to connect with your audience in order to achieve your goals. And how do you use it? By creating content. Content such as is simply text, images, videos, just to name a few. So that's basically what social media marketing is all about. Now, let's look at some social media marketing strategies. Yes, you have a goal that you want to achieve while using the social media marketing. But now, social media marketing has been proven. When we'll be looking at the advantages of social media marketing, we will see that social media marketing has a whole lot of advantages. It has multiple advantages, especially when it comes to return on investment. You're sure that whatever you give in, that $1 that you're using, they're paying maybe Facebook or you're paying Instagram, you're very sure that you're going to get back maybe twice or thrice the profit. But now there is something. If you're not able to use the right strategies, then believe me, you may not make any profit. You will not be able to achieve your objective. And that is why it is very crucial that before bringing your business into any social media platforms, you should be able to know the right strategy to use. And this strategy, we have it in 4 that is being summed up to what we call the POST method. Now, this POST method stands for people, it stands for objective, it stands for strategy, and it stands for technology. So when you talk of people, do you actually know who your target audience is? Are you just coming online because you've seen people coming online, or because you've heard people saying that, hey, social media is really doing a whole lot, I'm earning a whole lot, and then you just get up in the morning and you're just advertising, like you don't even know who you're advertising to. No, you need to have a targeted audience. You cannot be selling dresses for women, and then while you're going online, you're instead concentrating on men, or you're even trying to concentrate on. So why can you not focus on, because you're trying to see ways by which you can minimize your resources and earn more. So why not see that, okay, I can actually target women. If I am selling dresses for children, I can target more, or for youth. I can target the youth because I know that the youth will be more interested since it is what they like. So you need to be able to know the audience. You need to be able to know where they come from. That's what we talk of demographics. You need to know where they are. You want to be selling a product that is made in Cameroon and that has to be sold in Cameroon, and then you're going and targeting Nigeria or Ghana. Like, how do you expect people to actually see that? You need to be able to know what are their interests. You cannot be giving a product, you cannot be selling a product that is mostly with the youths, the youths that love it, and then you're going and showing it to the old people. You will find at the end of the day, you're not making sales. You're instead wasting money online, whereas that is not the case. You have to be able to know these things so that you can better know how to strategize your ads. And then the next thing is objectives. Of course, like I said, you don't just get up in the morning and then you say, well, I've opened a business, and because I've opened a business, let me just start using social media. No, you need to have an objective. As I'm going to the social media, what do I want to achieve? Do you want to achieve sales? Do you want to increase your sales? Maybe you've been having really good sales in offline, but you actually want to multiply. You're like, why am I making 200,000 when I can actually make 2 million, right? So that at that point you're going on online with this particular objective of getting sales. Another one could be that you want to build your brand. You're still new, but you don't know how you can actually make people to know you, because remember, the more people know you, the more the more you have sales. If 10 people know you, there's a high probability that only 5 can buy, or even 2. Then imagine now if 20 people know you. So you see, the more people know you, the more the rate of you achieving your goal increases. The more achieving your goal increases. And so that is why it is crucial for you to have an objective. You need to be able to have an objective. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to drive traffic to your website? Then you should be able to do that. That's why getting the objective is very, very crucial. And then, of course, next we have is strategy.
Bimalir, I think your screen, you're not sharing your screen. I can only see a single screen since you started.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. I didn't notice that. Let me get that.
Just,
Okay, I just noticed that now. Sorry about that.
okay, it's fine now. It's okay.
Okay, so we have seen about social media marketing, that's the post method, and basically I method. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I believe we can see now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so we were at strategy. I was talking about people, objectives, and now strategy. Now you need to be able to know how will things be different after you've launched your social media. Okay, you've gotten your objective. You know the type of people that you're going to show your art to. So the next thing is that the moment you've gotten your objectives, the moment you've gotten the people you're going to show your art to, where you're going to show your art to, the next thing is that obviously creating an ad won't be difficult. But now creating an ad, after creating the ad, you need to be able to follow up the ad to see whether you're actually achieving the goal. It's not just about creating the ad and leaving it. You have to see whether you're achieving the goal. And then, of course, the last thing is now, what social media channels are you going to use? Most of us, we make mistakes with this. When we come on social media, we instead start from below, that's from the technology. We instead go and choose the social media platform that we are comfortable with it, which is not actually right. You have to first of all start from the people, because as we're going to be going ahead, you're going to realize that these social media platforms, they actually have their different objectives. It is something that most of us, we don't know. I believe most of us, we think that the same objectives that Facebook is the same is the same objective that Twitter has, is the same objective that TikTok has, and that's how many of us, we just find ourselves just coming online with our businesses and just posting it everywhere. And we kind of realize that we are not really making sales at a particular platform. That's because that platform is not, his own objective is different. So once you're able to answer these 3 questions, POS, people, objective, and strategy, then you will be able to know the right social media platform to use. So let's briefly look at some of these social media platforms. We'll be looking at Facebook and Instagram. We'll basically just pass through it. Okay, so we'll have Facebook and Instagram. We'll look at LinkedIn and Snapchat and so on. So let's look at Facebook. Already, Mr. Tamon has given you a brief intro about most of the social media platforms. Now, something like Facebook was launched in 2004, and as we all know, the CEO of Facebook is Mark Zuckerberg. Now, as of July 2022, Facebook has over 2.934 billion monthly active users, and we saw it in the chart that Mr. Tamon had shown that Facebook was topping it. Imagine 2 point something billion users on Facebook. Imagine you have a business. You want to build your brand. You don't actually know how you can build your brand. But then you realize that on Facebook, I just want you to picture yourself in a very large crowd. Yes, that podium to be able to advertise your business to those 2 billion people. Now, strategy, because as you're entering there, in as much as they're 2 point something billion, they have their different objectives that they are doing there. Some of them, they are the old, others are the youths, and they have their own interests. Now, when you're able to know the people that you want to target, you can just go and tell Facebook, because that's what we call organic ads and inorganic ads. Organic ads, you're not paying Facebook. You're doing everything from scratch by yourself. With inorganic ads, you're paying Facebook. So when you're paying Facebook, it's like going out to Facebook. When you've entered that call, you go to Facebook. Actually, just go to Facebook and say, okay, you know what? I have this product here, but it's mainly for the youths. And when I look at these people, there are a whole lot of them. I mean, I can't actually detect the youths, and I can't actually detect the people that I'm looking for, okay? I can't actually detect maybe the Ghanaians. So I want you to take this my product and show it to the Ghanaians and show it to the youths. That's the youths who are in Ghana. And then he'll be like, okay, it's simple. Just you've given me the information, and then Facebook is going to direct your product to those people, and you're very sure that you're going to make sales. That's the beauty about it. And of course, as we say, its key objective is to create awareness and advertise. Facebook is one of that beautiful platform that you can use to build your brand. It's one of those platforms that it is cheap for you to create your art. And of course, in order to run Facebook, you need to have a Facebook page and a business account. Now, the next thing is Instagram. Instagram is a byproduct of Facebook. I believe most of us, we all know that, if not all. And of course, it has 1 billion monthly users. That's still huge, even though it's less than Facebook, but that's still huge. And it is more of a photo sharing social media platform as compared to Facebook. Facebook deals with photo sharing, videos, and text, but Instagram deals only with photo sharing and videos, okay? Photo sharing and videos. So if your content is more based with photos and videos, then Instagram is ideal for that. And of course, some of the benefits of Instagram is it's more engaged. It has more engaged audience as compared to Facebook, and it's more entertaining. It's very possible for you to discover more brands to businesses. Now, the next thing is let's quickly go to LinkedIn and Snap. LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a social platform that is primarily used for professional networking. And of course, it was created in 2003. I don't know if most of us know about this, or if most of us use LinkedIn. Friend, and she was like, is LinkedIn actually more of a platform because she believes that any platform that is of entertainment, that's like any app. It is mainly for professionals. LinkedIn deals with professionalism. LinkedIn is that platform that you can actually build your portfolio. It is that.
Your network is breaking. I don't know. Your network is breaking. Hello, Lyra, can you get me? Email, can you get me? Oh, she has been disconnected. I believe her network should be a problem. Her network should be a problem. All right, guys. She is going to come back later to continue from where she ended. Okay, I believe her network is really breaking. All right, so let me just brief you guys about the social media platforms. Okay, so basically there are several social media platforms out there. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn. And the beauty about these social media platforms is that you can run both free ads and paid ads. What do we mean by free ads? Free ads are organic ads, ads which you don't need to pay, and you guys do it on a daily basis. When you post anything on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, Twitter, you do it for free, right? That is organic ad. But the limitation you have as far as that is concerned is that you're going to reach out to a limited audience, which means that you reach out only to those who are following you or those you are connected with on those platforms, right? Because you're running a free ad, so you cannot reach out to a wider audience. But when you go with the paid ads, or what we call the sponsored ads, you can reach out to thousands of people in a single day. Okay, you can reach out to thousands of people in a single day. I'm just going to show you an example of what I am saying. I'll just take you guys to a chart. Let me take you guys to a typical Facebook campaign so you can see what I'm saying before Lyra comes back. I think I should be okay. Now, this is a typical business campaign. Okay, this is a typical business manager on a Facebook ad account. Now, these are various campaigns that have been created in the past, and I'm just going to show you what it means when you actually do paid ads as compared to free ads. Now, this is a paid ad, and if you look at this critically, you're going to see what we call, here is amount spent. I want to show you, I want to take you guys to the impression. See, we have impressions here, we have reach here, okay? Impression here simply means that the number of times this ad was shown to people, okay? So from the time we created this ad, it was shown more than 53,000 times, okay? Not the number of people that have seen it, but the number of times that it was shown, which means one person might be able to see it twice. There's a probability of someone seeing the ad twice, okay? Now, when we talk about reach now simply means the number of people that have actually seen the ad. So if you look here carefully, you see here 20,000, which means from the time we created this ad, and this ad lasted just for about a week or less, it reached out to 20,000 people, more than 20,000 people. That's the power of paid ads. That's the power of social media marketing. This is just for Facebook alone. I have not talked about Instagram. I have not talked about TikTok, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms. These are ways people use social media platforms to make so much income for themselves. These are ways people use social media platforms to reach out to so many audiences that will enable them make good sales. This is what Amazon is doing. This is what most of the top tier companies are doing. This is what TG Talitha Group Corporation is doing. As far as the different brands or the different brands that makes up the Talitha Group Corporation conglomerate is concerned, we use these social media platforms to reach out to majority of the people. Okay, so that's just one advantage that paid ads has over the free ads. Okay, we are going to have subsequent sessions or for those who want to join, maybe be part of the Institute to become advanced certified digital marketing experts, where you're going to learn how these campaigns are being created, how you can reach out to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people in a single day. The various means. Do you want to reach out to them through WhatsApp? Do you want them to get back to you through WhatsApp? Do you want them to get back to you through emails? Do you want them to get back to you through leads? These are various ways you can bring audience to a business. Okay, so you actually create what we call a funnel. So social media is like a funnel that is redirecting people or your audience to your business. Okay, if you want to just take a summary, this is from January to August. If you look at, just look at the statistics here. Let me see. January 2020. These are other campaigns, and these are campaigns I think from last year. This is just a single ad account. This is just a single ad account, and we have more than 3 or 4 ad accounts here. So a single ad account that has been running from January to August. Now let me change this to, we are already in October. So I'll say from January through September, October 1st. Okay, so I'll update and we should have something more. So from January to October 1st, we've been able to reach out to 1,386,000. No, we've been able to, this is impression, right? Impression here simply means we've been able to showcase this ad to more than, or we've been able to replay this ad more than 1 million times. So the total number of ads which has been created here has been played more than 1 million times. And the total number of people that these ads have reached out to is approximately 445,000. Now, this is just an ad account for the Institute. Not to talk of the ad account of the agency, not talk of ad accounts for other organizations that consult the agency to run campaigns for them. Okay, so in less than 8 months, the Institute has been able to connect with more than 445,000 people. That is very massive, and it all depends on the budget. Okay, so the advantage which these platforms or these paid ads has over free ad is that you can reach out to as many audience as you want. You can reach out to as many audience as you want depending on your budget. I hope that is clear. Okay, so that is it as far as Facebook, Instagram is concerned, or Facebook and Instagram are concerned. Then we have WhatsApp, which is equally a product of Meta. WhatsApp is a product of Meta, and it equally helps to, it equally acts as a channel or a funnel. So people pass through social media platforms to your WhatsApp, which you now convert them. Okay, there is what we call conversion as far as digital marketing is concerned. Conversion simply means any profitable action taking place on your website or any social media handle. Okay, so when you're able to convert someone, when we talk about conversion here, simply means you have a potential customer and you convert that person to a real customer, which means the person purchases a product from you. All right, so the person gets a product from you. That is what we call conversion. Then, of course, we have different social media platforms like LinkedIn, like the former presenter talked about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional platform. It's a platform where if you want to grow your career, you want to take your career from one level to another, then you should be connected on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best place for you to do that. Okay, so if you want people to know about you, if you want to showcase your talents, you want people to get engaged with you, then you should be connected with LinkedIn. And of course, LinkedIn is equally a platform that is meant for big companies as well. Companies that want to recruit workers, companies that want to showcase their businesses, this is a good platform for them. That's why you see on LinkedIn, you don't see comedians on LinkedIn. It's very difficult for you to see comedians on LinkedIn, because if they go and start creating comedy there, you only have to meet serious people. People who are on LinkedIn are serious people. People who are out for business. People are out to make connections. Okay, so you go there, you are not really going to do well. If you check on LinkedIn, you're not going to see the majority of the comedians we have today. You can't find them there. Or entertaining or movies, you can't get that on LinkedIn, because it's a platform where people get there to connect. Then we have other social media platforms like TikTok, we have Twitter. These are all platforms that will really help you to reach out to a very wide range of audience. Okay, so let me just share my screen to that aspect. Okay, now let's look at some of the advantages of social media platforms. Okay, so the first one is better targeting. When we talk about better targeting, you can actually reach out to a specific audience. If I want to run an ad from UAE, targeting people between the ages of 20 to 30 in Ghana, I'm going to do so, and my ad will only be shown to people of that age group. If I want to target only people of the male gender, I am going to do so. But when it comes to free ads, you cannot do that. You post, you don't even know who is seeing your ad. And remember, with your free ad, if you have one follower, trust me, it's only a one follower will see what you are sharing. Okay, only that one follower will see what you are sharing. So you need to build your following. You need to ensure that a lot of people are connected with your platform, so they'll be able to see what you are sharing. It has what we call a high return on investment. When you spend money on social media platforms to run campaigns, trust me, you're going to get a reward. So long as the strategies you are implementing are the best. You don't just go and use different strategies which don't tie with your business objective, and you think you're going to get the best results. It's not possible. Okay, you can spend $1, you reach out to 2,000 people, and approximately maybe about 10 of them will buy your products. You're going to make a huge amount of profit. It does not require specialization or vast technical skills. Okay, increase visibility. People will know more about your product. Targeted traffic. You can actually manage the traffic which you are targeting. Content promotion. It is the best place to promote your content. When it comes to social media platform, you can really do your business with fun. If you see people who advertise their business on social media platforms, when they are talking about a particular business, you don't just go and just act all serious on social media. No, you create some sort of a content that is funny, right? Because people go to social media to relax. People go to social media to entertain themselves. So you don't just go all serious on social media like Facebook. You can be serious on LinkedIn, no problem. Even though on LinkedIn, we still have some entertaining educational content, what we call edutainment. Okay, so when you share content that is entertaining on social media platform, that is known as, which is educative as well, but funny is known as what? Edu. They said there is that possibility of you going viral on social media than any other, than going through any other digital marketing channel. It is cost effective as compared to other social media or other digital marketing channels. Okay, it is cost effective. Market research is great as well. We have what we call a great customer relationship. When you're connecting on social media, you get to talk with people one-on-one, right? You get to talk with people one-on-one, and it is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. What are some of the disadvantages? Wrong strategy can hurt your reputation. Like I earlier mentioned, when you're running ads on social media, you should have the right strategy. You should put in the right strategy to be able to get the best result. More time consuming than SEO and PPC. I think it is more time consuming than PPC, but not as SEO. I think there should be a mix up here because SEO is more time consuming than any other digital marketing channel. Interaction is needed at each location point. No short-term return on investment. So when you're running campaigns on social media platform, know that you're going to get your return in the long run. Okay, you don't expect to run an ad today and get results immediately. No, it's a gradual process. No clear definition on social media return on investment. The risk of negative comments, obviously, it's a social media platform. People are always there. There are people who are always there to criticize your business. There are people who will always be there to comment. There are people who will always be there to recommend. So you always get those negative comments and always try to accept the negative comments and use those negative comments to improve on your business. Negative influence on worker productivity. Once you start running campaigns online and you start seeing results, you might end up sacking some of your workers if you actually have a real business, because it will be doing more good to you than even the physical marketers. That's why we always encourage those who are doing marketing to engage into digital marketing. Once you engage with digital marketing, you become certified, you have the knowledge, nobody can touch you as far as that your job is concerned. Everything is public. Whatever you're doing goes public, right? It is not limited. It's not as maybe search engines whereby people will only see what you are sharing when they type it on a search result. If I go to Google right now and I'm searching for a shoe, right? Only those informations will be shown. But with social media platforms, whether someone is interested in what you are advertising or not, they are still going to see the advertisement. So it goes public as compared to any other medium. Okay? You need to commit a lot of resources. You need to design flyers, banners, you need videos, you need content creation, you need to create a lot of text which will describe what you're advertising to be able to engage with your audience. These are some of the things which you need to understand as far as as far as social media marketing is concerned. Any question, please? Any question? Any question?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Sylvester.
Yes, Sylvester.
As one disadvantage, you mentioned that social media marketing can be time consuming. Could you please explain that a bit as compared to SEO and PPC?
Now, when it comes to SEO, we are going to talk about search engine. We are going to talk about search engine marketing in our next in the D2, which is tomorrow. Now, when it comes to SEO, when it comes to search engine marketing, okay, search engine marketing, there are different types of ads. You may talk about the text ads, you may talk about video ads, you may talk about display ads. Now, when it comes to things like text ads, you just need to write some few texts. You don't need an image, okay? You don't really need to do a lot of things to make sure that that particular content is at that level, right? You're just working with text. But when it comes to social media campaigns, you have to get good content. Maybe a very good write-up that will capture the hearts of the people. Now, remember, when it comes to social media or when it comes to search engine marketing, you are just giving a brief description and people will be redirected to your website. But with social media, everything ends there. Whatever you're giving people on a particular social media campaign should be able to convince them to click on the link and register for the event. Take an example. You guys attended, you're joining this training through an ad. You saw maybe an ad on Google, you saw it on Facebook or Instagram, right? I think those were the sections where this campaign, the ads were done. We have Facebook, Instagram, because some of the social media platforms, they are not permitted to run ads in some African countries like TikTok. You cannot run TikTok ads in some African countries except I think Egypt and maybe South Africa also. But some other African countries you can't. So when you run these ads, people don't just click on it and then you say they're interested in this training. No, they read the content. What is this training all about? They read the content, right? Read the content, look at the image. Sometimes your image, if your design is not captivating, people will not even look at what you are sharing. That's why you need to get a very good design. You need to get a good design. Your content should be top notch. People should be able to understand what you are sharing as far as the content is concerned. That is the art text. There is a long list, there's a block which was added as far as the art is concerned. So it should be captivating. People should be able to understand what they will get as far as the training is concerned. If they're interested, they're going to register, and of course, they will click on the link and get to you as far as that is concerned. But with text ads, it's not a problem. Once I'm able to put my keywords, I'm able to put my headline, it ends there. Once someone clicks on the link, it takes them to the website. Anything related to the website is none of my concern. Me who have created that ad is none of my concern. That should be the concern of the web developer. But as far as social media is concerned, every content which you place on the social media platform or in the ad account plays a very important role. Because once you make an error or you don't use the best content, then your ad will not get the best engagement. I hope that is understood.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
I can just sit, I can decide that I want to run a Google Ads now. And I will just go to my computer, open my ad account, and I do the ads right now. The ideas are just there. I will just type in. I don't even need a long text. They will not even accept me to type up to maybe 90 words or 90 characters or that. But with social media, first, before I even go to my screen, I should have a flyer, a very good one at that. I should have an ad text which can spam up to maybe 4,000 words. I should have a description. I should have chosen a button for that. Now, if I'm running a lead generation campaign where people are going to fill a form with their names, their email address, and all that, I need to take time to create that lead form. So it is really time consuming. You need to, you can't just take about 5 minutes and you create the ad. You can only do that when you already have the resources available at your disposal. But if someone just contacts me and said, I have this business, I sell shoes, and that I want you to run an ad on Google for me so I can drive traffic to my website, it's very simple. I ask you, what kind of shoes are you doing? What kind of shoes, or what are the brands you're selling? You just tell me the name of the brands. I jot it down somewhere. I just go to my ad, I do a search of my keywords, I place it there, write my text, and that is it, and I launch my campaign. But it doesn't work like that on social media platform. Though social media is a little bit flexible and you can really get lots and lots of people from there, okay? The return on investment is great, and it's flexible because so many people on social media. But one thing is that you need to take time to work on it. And when you run the ad, you can actually determine the kind of people who see your ad. But sometimes people just run the ad, just say, I'm running the ads. All groups of people, maybe anyone can see the ad, right? Maybe people from the ages of 18 to 65. So there is no selection. Any other question? Before we move to the next module, any other question? Any other question? All right. If there are no questions, then we are going to move to the next topic of today. This is going to be handled by Mr. Derek Nja. Mr. Derek Nja is a very powerful network marketing expert. He's a certified digital marketing expert as well. He's a CPD certified digital marketing expert. That's from UK. He's equally part of the TG Digital Agency. He's in charge of content creation and of course running ads on Google. So he's really going to give you guys an insight as far as I think that should be, just give me a minute. All right, so Derek will be talking about content marketing, actually, content marketing. He will focus more on the different content marketing strategies which you can use in order to be successful. Remember, without content marketing, without creating good content, you cannot be successful as far as digital marketing is concerned. All right, you must have those ideas which will enable you to create very good content as far as digital marketing is concerned. So, Mr. Derek, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Tamon, for the opportunity. I don't know if everybody can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, can you quickly put it in the chat area? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just put it down in the chat area. Just say yes, I can hear you.
All right, please.
Sure.
All right, please, before Derek begins, don't forget to register for the certificate, okay? Please, check in the chat. You're going to see the link. You click on it and you fill the form. Thank you.
See, we're going to do this real quick. Great. I hope you all can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, you just kindly say yes. I do want to see you putting that in the chat area. Real quick.
Yes, we can do it.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Tamon has already given an introduction of myself briefly. Great enthusiast of digital marketing. I consider each and every one of you here as very special. Sorry, I'm going to put on the camera towards the end of the session for those of you who might be curious to see my face. The most important thing for now is for you to get the necessary information that will help you thrive within the digital space. I am Derek, as you've all have heard, and with a profound understanding of the ever-evolving landscape of content marketing, I want to say that it's a pleasure to have this chance to talk about during this digital marketing summit with the CGI agency. So in today's fast-paced digital world, where information is abundant and attention spans are fleeting, we have the role of content marketing, which cannot be overrated either, or overstated either, because it plays a very powerful tool. And talking about effective content marketing strategies that will help you thrive within the digital space, it has emerged as the cornerstone of digital success, capable of not only driving brand awareness, but also fostering engagement and converting curious coworkers into loyal customers. Yes, you will be surprised that you know of even people that seem to be very, 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 very difficult, maybe even some very close people, and it just came to your notice that these very people that are very hard to be convinced about some certain kind of information, even when they are told directly, or maybe using the traditional method of marketing. When these very people come across such information on the different social media platforms, it gets their attention even more faster than the normal traditional methods of marketing that has been used to tailor that very service to them. They rejected it. This is because there's a lot of power content marketing carries when it comes to the different digital platforms that we make use of today. So when executed strategically, it can drive brand awareness, engagement, and conversions. And you guys have already heard the meaning of the word conversion from Mr. Tamon. I shouldn't belabor much on that again, to help you harness the power of content marketing. So we want to talk about some strategies that will help you, grow your power of content creation, maybe on a different social media platforms, on a more top level, and on a more deeper level. Permit me to say it that way. And everything for someone like me who is a digital marketer and at the same time into building memberships where I do network marketing, I believe that everything in marketing is all downstream to making sales. Yes, it comes from driving traffic, whichever method you're using to drive traffic, to leads, to getting the leads, to sales. Yes, being able to convert the leads that you've gotten to sales, once you've gotten that end result, marketing has just been done. So I believe that everything in marketing is all downstream to making sales, because at the end of the day, you have to make money. You've got to make sales. So the insight, we'll be sharing some insights that are grounded in a set of 20 well-crafted principles that will serve as a round map for navigating the vast expanse of digital content creation. So we'll have some 20 principles that will be able to guide you through your process of content, during your journey of content, the journey of content creation as somebody maybe who is still getting into the digital landscape, or who is still learning to adapt to the different digital platforms that has been shared by our previous presenter. And I hope this is really going to transform your journey of content creation so far, whether you're starting or you're already into it and you want to know how to scale up. And the first very strategy we want to talk about is the fact that you need to know your audience. Yes, you need to know your audience. I understand that at the heart of any successful content strategy is an intimate knowledge of your audience. Very, very, very important. You cannot be marketing a product that is supposed to be sold to maybe people of ages 30 to 50, or people of ages 30 to 65 years old, and you are selling the product to people of 18 to 30 years old. That might just be one of the reasons why you may not just be making sales marketing that particular product. And that is why knowing your audience is something that is very, 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 very important, and that is intricate when it comes to content creation on the different social media platforms. So by creating detailed buyer personas, you can craft content that resonates deeply with your ideal customers. It's very, very important when we talk of buyer personas. When we talk of buyer personas, it has to do with how the behavioral patterns of the different audiences. Where can they be found? How often do these people interact with the kind of content you want to put out there? And you can actually be able to tell which time your kind of audience are most likely to be active, depending on the particular social media platform you want to make use of in this case. So there's a lot that comes into this when we want to talk about knowing your audience and identifying the different buyer personas, as I just mentioned. So we're saying that you need to understand your target audiences. You need to understand their needs. You have to be able to identify their needs. You have to be able to tell their different preferences. You have to tell their preferences. In fact, their differences. You have to be able to, and you have to pinpoint, develop buyer personas to create content that resonates with your ideal customers. So these are critical points that are needed to be taken seriously by any person who wants to thrive in the digital space, or by any person who wants to make it in the digital space through the use of content creation. We want to talk about this very second point, which is setting clear goals. You've heard many times we talk about making use of goals. When you want to set a goal, you ensure that the goal is smart. You have to make sure that your goal is specific. You have to make sure that your goal is measurable. It is achievable. You have to ensure that at least it is time bound. This is something that is very, 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 very important in the chaotic digital landscape like the one we are into right now. Having a clear sense of direction is paramount, and this comes with setting clear goals. I emphasize the importance of defining specific, measurable, and achievable goals for your content marketing endeavors. I don't care whether you have maybe you came out with masters in marketing or whatever you may call it, with a degree, but if you fail in this particular aspect so far as marketing is concerned, you may just have a jig, like some might just have a jig who never went to school, who comes into marketing and apply these principles and it's working for him. And you may just be surprised what your mistakes are, whereas this is just one of the major things that is bringing you down. So you need to take setting clear goals, very, very, very important. So you have to define specific, measurable, and achievable goals for your content marketing efforts. whether it's increasing website traffic, generating leads, or improving brand authority. Having clear objectives guides your strategy. Yes, having clear objectives guide your strategy. If you know that you have to, your goal for creating content is to drive traffic to your website, you will be able to define a goal that will help you tailor your content in such a way that you will get enough traffic, and that will go to your website, and at the end of the day, the desired result you're expecting will be reached. Same for all the other objectives you may place in mind so far as content creation or content marketing is concerned. If you're still with me up to this level, can I yes or can I hear you? Can I get a yes? Can I get a yes, please? I want to be sure that we are together. Can I get a yes from those who are following me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sorry, I have to insist on that because I barely can see my screen from this end, but I'm sure that people are following me. Great. So, setting clear goals, like I've said, is something that is very, very paramount to whatever objective you want to attain with your content on any social media platform you find yourself. Without any ado, we're going to look at, we're talking about, we'll move to the next point, and we're going to be talking about creating high quality content. In the digital world, quality is of utmost importance. Permit me to say this. Every step of social media campaign relies on creating high quality content that resonates with your targeted audience. So quality reigns supreme in my playbook when it has to do with, putting content on different social media platforms. From my end, quality reigns supreme in my playbook. I don't joke with that particular aspect. Guys, I advocate producing content that doesn't just fill space, but adds real value to your audience lives. So you need to be able to tell what best suits the kind of audience I want to present the content I want to present to. You don't do on the social media platform, for instance, like Facebook, you don't post what you want to see yourself. You post what the person who is following you on the social media platform wants to see as per the niche you have created. Same thing when it comes to, paid advertising, as our teacher has already said, Mr. Tamon has already spoken a lot about that. You don't place what you as the advertiser or as you, the person, the content creator, will want to see. Because if it comes to your own part of the personality, when it has to do with, buyer persona on your own part, you might have your own particular hobbies or the kind of things you want to love to watch or to see on the different social media platforms. But when it has to do with your particular niche as a person, the content you put out there is at per the kind of audience you have. And you focus on creating the kind of content that will best suit this kind of audience. And that's why we say you need to create content that best resonates with your targeted audience. So create high quality content. You are creating high quality content. So quality always triumphs quantity. Quality triumphs quantity. Now, what we mean here simply means what I'm trying to put here is the idea I'm trying to bring in here is okay, normally we know of, many of us have heard about the 80-20 rule. Many of us have heard about the 80-20 rule. If you happen to have been maybe used to sessions by John Lee, you might have learned a lot about this. But then we want to say that in as much as the 80-20 rule is very, very, very paramount to content creation, quality always triumphs quantity. Why? You may get a post. Now, if you understand what it takes for a post to go viral on a particular social media platform, then you will know that there are a lot of people, several people that are creating same kind of content that has helped you to go viral, but they are not going viral. So what distinguishes, what is that one thing that separates you or that makes a difference between you or your content and those and the other content of your counterpart or the content of the other person who is competing with you in the digital space? You get? So if you are creating quantity, ensure that your quantity is of quality to triumph. Else, the person who is not up to your standard, but that is creating quality, will obviously be able to top, will be able to top the digital space over your own content. So focus on producing content that provides real value to your audience. They may include informative blog posts, in-depth guides, engaging videos, or eye-catching infographics. It's very, 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 very important to take note of these things very seriously. Yes, you can own a particular blog and you upload content there, and you can become a blogger for any social media platform, for instance, YouTube, for videos. And you have to ensure that whatever content, be it on a text, be it a graphics, be it a video, whatever kind of content you want to place out there, it should be of quality and it should be engaging. It should be that of in-depth guide. So you need to focus on creating that kind of content that provides real value to your audience. Yes, that was our point 3. We want to look at what point 4 has to tell us so far as creating high quality, engaging content on the various social media platforms is concerned. So we have consistent posting schedule. Consistent posting schedule. I believe in building anticipation through a consistent posting schedule. Yes. Before I got into digital marketing or into the online space generally, I used to send SMSs, and I made it in such a way that I had a schedule of sending SMSs to the different people that will be anticipating to receive my SMS on a daily basis. So I do one SMS in the morning and one SMS in the evening. So those who loved my content and they were and they knew the times I used to post, if I happen to, jump past a day without sending a message, or if I miss the times of sending the message, some of them, I will get messages for some of them reminding me that you have not posted today, or you haven't sent the message today. So you see, there's that anticipation. So building anticipation through a consistent posting schedule is something that is very, very, very important. So you have to take consistent posting schedule as part of. So if you are still let me say, if you're still doing if you're just doing scratch content, you need to ensure that your scratch content that you're doing, you are building, you make it consistent. You make it consistent. So regularity ensures that your brand remains top of mind for your audience. Regularity is very, very, very important. And that's how people who create high quality content, in-depth content, that kind of content that provides value for their audience, those people who are very consistent in creating this kind of content, you can drive as much traffic as possible organically without necessarily doing paid advertising, in as much as paid advertising is very, very important in the digital space. So there are a lot of advantages that will come as a result of the fact that you are doing this. So establish a consistent posting schedule that aligns with your audience habits. Regularly helps build. This regularly helps build anticipation and keeps your brand top of mind. There are a lot of people there are a couple of celebrities I used to follow and watch their videos on the different social media platforms. And as of now, there are a few people that I do follow their content. And I know the times they post. And I know when to go check on them. So that means these people have been able to help build anticipation for me. They have helped me know that, okay, this is at the times they usually send up a new post. So I am no matter whatever thing I'm doing, since I have that as one of my priority, because the content is providing value to one of my hobbies or businesses, I choose to go there during those times to watch the new content or to see the new post they are bringing up. So consistent posting schedule is something to take it very, very serious. And during your digital marketing training course, if at all after this training you might like to enroll for digital marketing training course under the Tadita Group Institute, they're going to help you discover a lot of tools that will help you to be able to be regular on the different social media platforms, even without your presence. That could help you schedule content even before time, could help you, create high quality content, and that they will give you in-depth knowledge into these things, and it will make a whole lot of sense to your content creation career. The next thing we want to look at is the fact that keyword research is very, very important to our content creation journey. So I know that visibility matters, yes, and keywords play a very big role on this particular in this particular sense. I know that visibility matters, and thus I emphasize incorporating relevant keywords. Into your content to improve search engine rankings. It is very important. Sometimes those who are used to Facebook, you get to a point where you have to, improve on how well your Facebook pages or your presence on different social media platforms are visible to your audience. The platform will be asking you, will you like for them to make your presence on the social media platform visible on the search engine? Now, if you say yes, they're going to give you a number of, rules to follow such that that is possible. But that only comes when they are able to tell that, okay, this person is consistent, he creates high quality content, and of course, he provides enough value as possible to the targeted audience. You are going to be accorded that recognition by the different social media platforms that you make use of. Your consistency is very, very important. So we're saying that keyword research, as far as content creation, is very important. So you have to incorporate relevant keywords into your content to improve search engine visibility. Use tools like Google's Keyword Planner to identify high-performing keywords in your niche. Yes, this is just one of the keyword research tools that you can use to get high resonating keywords that will best suit the kind of audience you're creating content for, depending on the particular social media platform or online platform you're creating content for. So the Google Keyword Planner will help you identify high-performing keywords in your niche. Keyword research is very, very important, and it is one of the tools to take seriously when it has to do with content creation on a different social media platform. You need to diversify content formats. That's the very number 6 point. I spoke about the 20 principles that we're able to guide. So this is the 6th principle that is very, very important. The 6th principle: diversify content formats. So my wisdom within a very short time of engaging with the digital space has helped me extend to the variety of creating formats available. I encourage a mix of text, images, videos, podcasts, and interactive content to cater to diverse learning styles. Yes, there are a set of audience, in as much as you define the kind of niche you want to work with for different brands, or in as much as you have different niches within different brands, or for your particular brand, you have a particular niche you are working for. Within your particular brand, you have a set of audience that best engage only with video content. And maybe you see that with your kind of brand, video content best get the highest level of engagements than text content, than graphics content that has to do with only flyers and maybe posters and so on. You will have to focus more on that kind of content that best, gets the highest level of engagement. That's why we talk about diversifying content formats. Mix up your content formats to cater to different learning styles and preferences. Consider using text, images, videos, podcasts, and interactive content like quizzes and surveys. This is something that is very, very important, guys. It's very, very important, and we need to take it serious if you must thrive within the landscape of content creation. Principle number 7, we want to talk about storytelling. Storytelling. Storytelling is something that is very, very powerful. Understanding the power of emotional connections. Yes. Come to think of it, somebody who tells stories about a particular brand makes money more than somebody who is in that particular brand and is giving facts about the brand. Yes. Because people want to hear how well this brand has changed the lives of people they have. You know, they want to hear testimonies. They want to hear you talk about how the brand is going to transform their lives if they come, if they purchase the services and so on and so forth. And this is where storytelling comes into play. So I weave storytelling into content, making it not just informative but also relatable and memorable. Storytelling helps their audience to be able to keep the information that they receive from your niche. Very, very important. In as much as you strive creating high quality content, you have to ensure that you incorporate this part of storytelling into your content. You can take a 1-minute video that is just about facts, and you incorporate storytelling into that 1-minute video, and it becomes a 4-minute video that will transform the life of someone. That if he has to do just about, if he had to do just about the facts you wanted to give, the video might, or the content might not have gone that far. So weave storytelling into your content to create emotional connections with your audience. So I'm telling you what I do, and I'm now asking you to do the same, because these are the things that are going to transform your content creation career. Stories make your content more relatable and memorable, guys. It's very, very important. So that is what principle number 7 is giving us. Now let's look at what the next principle has got for us within this space. Solve problems as much as possible. Solve problems. Solve problems. Solving problems as a content creator for a particular brand, or as a digital advertiser, as a digital marketer for a particular brand, is something that is very, very important. There are a lot of followers, a lot of people, audiences that are following your niche, or that are within your niche, that will want to know that have different problems. So you have to focus on answering those questions and those problems, or giving solutions to those problems that they are facing. This way, you will stand a chance to win the hearts of many clients or many potential customers that are within your niche. So address common problems or challenges your audience faces. Content that offers solutions positions your brand as a helpful resource. Yes, this helps a lot, because there are a lot of people who follow you that will recommend your brand to the next person, that will recommend your brand to the following person, and so you get to be discovered globally. And it all starts from solving problems within your niche. And this is a skill that many people use to build thriving communities. Yes, this is one top secret that helps most people who thrive in building communities. That's our top 8 principle for content creation. Let's see what number 9 has to tell us. Guest posting and collaboration. Oh my God. I value collaboration and endorse working with influencers and industry peers to expand reach and enhance credibility. You will not understand how guest posting and collaboration will help your brand to go far. I don't know if those of you who are I think this might obviously be your first time to be attending this summit with Tadita Group Institute, but I don't know how many of you are aware of guest posting and collaboration, if at all you're already into the content creation space. So the value I place on collaboration and endorse working with influencers is something that I can't trade for anything, because this helps me to expand reach and enhance credibility as well. You know what it means for a celebrity that is well known to recommend your brand? You won't play with collaboration. So guest posting is something that is very, very important, guys. It's very, very important. So our lesson is telling us that you need to address common problems or challenges your audience faces. Content that offers solutions positions your brand as a helpful resource. We have already said this. Well, I've already explained what guest posting and collaboration is all about. So you're going to take it for it. Let's talk about email marketing integration. Email marketing integration. Recently, I want to share a brief story. Recently, I sent out I did an email campaign And organically, I did an email campaign of over 10,000 emails. I did an email campaign of about 10,000 emails that got me close to 300 responses. And that at the end of the day, I was able to make that's 4 times 3 plus 2, which is 12. That's basically 14. So in an instant, at the end of the day, from my email campaign of over 10,000 people, I had 300 close to 300 responses, and I made over 14 huge sales from that. Now, this is what email marketing can do. In as much as you get into, if you're into the digital space for content creation, you need to incorporate this part of it as time goes on, because it's going to help you to connect with your audience at a more personal level. There are a lot of audiences that will not want to receive a WhatsApp message, or that do not take WhatsApp messages for business serious. But when they receive an email, they consider it to be more professional, because the people that are sending those messages to them, they see them at a certain level or standard, or they consider them to be up there. So they will easily respond to those kind of messages. And that's why integrating email marketing into your content creation journey, as somebody who wants to drive traffic, get leads, and eventually make sales, you have to take this part of your content creation journey very, very important. So you have to integrate your content marketing with email campaigns, share blog posts, newsletters, and exclusive content that with your subscribers to keep them engaged. There is I follow John Lee, and there's something that John Lee does that really encourages me. And is the fact that even after having a training session or a summit like this one with John Lee, afterwards, they will still be sending you emails to remind you about a couple of things and about their upcoming trainings. That helps position your brand up there. And it helps leaves a kind of print in the minds of your followers or your audience, that they, from time to time, they will be checking their email box to see if they have received any email from you. So email marketing integration is very, very important. Like I said, everything in marketing is downstream to making sales. If your content, if that is you, if at the end of the day this is what you want to get out of your content creation journey, that is what the top 10 principle had to give us. And we're looking at what 11 is saying. You have to promote on the social media. Promote on social media, guys. Promote on social media. And we're saying that you have to share your content across your social media channels. Utilize hashtags, social advertising, and engagement strategies to maximize reach. You have a very typical platform like the TikTok. You can use powerful hashtags on TikTok that will help your content to go viral within a very short period of time. Also help you to grow reach, get leads and drive sales. If at all the kind of audience you're getting are those kind of people that really love your content, it's easy to thrive on platforms like this one. So you have to be able to share your content across your social media channels. And recently, it's very possible for you to post on TikTok and directly share it to Facebook, share it to Instagram, and to other platforms as well. So you have to be active if you want to thrive with your content creation career. Everything in marketing is downstream to making sales, whether it's a service, whether it's a product, whether it's an offer, whether it's a membership program, whatever it is. That is what the top 11 principle is telling us. And the number 12 principle is saying that we have to measure and analyze. As you begin your content creation journey, you need to be able to tell how well the trends are evolving, and how the changes with content and the recent updates within the different social media platforms can affect or are improving on your content creation journey. Else, you may get to one point where you now become stagnant and you cannot move forward, because the kind of content you're providing is now old-time content. it's no longer tying with the kind of audience you are creating content for. So regularly track the performance of your content. You have to regularly track the content of your performance. Now, all of these things, I know a lot of you are going to be asking questions like, there are a lot of things like how is this possible? How can we do this? Now, this is why a summit like this is very, very important, because Talita Group is going to be exposing you to a lot of things and a lot of knowledge, well of knowledge that you need to know as far as digital space is concerned. And they're going to be giving you the opportunity to sign up for programs that will improve on your level or your know-how so far as digital space is concerned. So tools like Google Analytics and social media insights provide valuable data on what's working and what needs improvements. So these are some examples of platforms that will help you to be able to get insights on content or data that is valuable based on the performance, and they also tell you what is working at the moment. Possibly from the performance and the results you get from the analytics, you're going to be able to tell what needs improvements at the moment. And in this case, you're going to save yourself from, old-time kind of content that does no longer tie with the level of, with the kind of involvement within the digital space at the moment. We have the next point, and the next point is talking about evergreen content. Yes, this is a very, very powerful point. Very, very, very powerful point, guys. You need to create evergreen content that remains relevant over time. Content that remains relevant over time means you don't have to copy anybody to be relevant. You don't have to copy anybody to be relevant. Create your own type of unique content. That's why when you are establishing a presence on a particular social media platform, you define a niche as per the kind of content you want to dish out there. If you are photocopying a content creator, your own type of content as per that content creator you are photocopying has to be unique. So this type of content continues to attract traffic and leads long after it is published. Yes, this kind of content continues to attract leads and traffic after it is published. So you get that kind of content where even after it has been sent on the social media platform, it gets to a point where you are shocked that you are still getting traffic from this content. So apart from the fact that evergreen content or unique kind of content to a brand is very, very important, the next principle is advising us to be to create that kind of content that is user generated. Yes, user generated content is something that we cannot take it for granted. Cannot be taken for granted. So user generated content will help you, reach out to as many audience as possible, get as much traffic as you can, get the necessary leads, and be able to get the desired results for your content creation career as expected. So you have to encourage your audience to create and share content related to your brand. Now, one thing that I love about this particular point is the fact that you can actually use what we call the gamification method. You can actually do gamification. You can say, take a picture, tag me, take a picture, tag me on it, and you can kind of announce a kind of giveaway program. You're giving $5 for the first 5 people who are going to take a picture of you, and they're going to post on their various social media handles, and they're going to mention your brand or tag you on their brand, so that once you locate them, they're going to be winning $5, and this is going to help you go very, very fast. So you can encourage your audience to create and share content that is related to your brand. So user-generated content builds trust and authenticity. It's something that is very, very important, guys. It's very, very important. At the end of the day, this will help you to drive measurable business results. Let's look at principle number 15. Principle number 15 says we should stay up to date with industry trends and adjust our content strategy accordingly. Being flexible and open to change ensures your content remains relevant. So you have to adapt and evolve. sometimes it gets very challenging, as a digital marketer or as a content creator, to be able to stay up to date with the industry trends and be able to adjust to your content strategies, based on the fact that sometimes the social media platforms, they change automatically. Recently, we had Twitter that just recently changed to X, and we've got another platform, Threads, that is really competing, and that's competing with X to an extent that is almost topping X, because it has got that with Threads has got virtually same kind of features and even more to that of Twitter, now X. So you have to be able to stay up to date with industry trends and adjust your content strategy accordingly. It's very, very important. This is going to help you thrive. So far, before we get to the 5 last points, I want to get a yes if you are following up. If you are learning something new, I want to get a yes, please. If you are learning,
Yes.
I want to get a yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So we move to the next principle. Principle number 16. You have to create interactive content. Yes. You have to create interactive content, guys. Interactive content is very, very, very important. To not belabor much, experiment with interactive content such as quizzes, polls, and contests to boost engagement and gather valuable data on your audience. Now, you can launch a contest where you say, okay, we've got a community of over 50,000 followers, and we want to know who is the top contributor on this platform. In as much as you might have got a lot of top fans and all of that for platforms like Facebook. And you say, okay, the first top 3 people will go home with a price of maybe, let me say, $1,000. And the number of shares that the winner does, the number of comments and likes, how well they engage with the different posts on your platform. So you launch this contest, and it's going to help you. You will discover that within a very short space of time, you're going to have a lot of people who are competing to get to the top, and that is how your content is going to get highly distributed. So you need to experiment with interactive content as such. You can create quizzes that will strike responses from audiences here and there. You can create polls, the same thing. So interactive content is one of that top principle that will help you be able to meet the needs of your audience as you create high quality content that resonates with them across the different social media platforms. Now, SEO optimization. Some people, ladies and gentlemen, you guys will be surprised how what SEO is doing, what SEO has to do with content creation. When we're not talking about search engine marketing, SEO is a very, very powerful point when it has to do with content creation. And we're saying that you have to be able to optimize your content for search engines by including meta titles. I remember during our digital marketing training back in 2022 at TGI, our tutor spoke about meta tags and all of that. Descriptions, and alt tags, guys. Internal linkings and using header tags also improve SEO. This is very, very, very important. And this is one of the tools that people who do guest posting and collaboration most often they make use of, and it really helps their content to train on a different social media platform. Again, during these 2 days of the Digital Marketing Summit, you're going to be learning a lot so far as search engine optimization is concerned, and I wouldn't belabor much on this. So you have to learn how to optimize your content for search engines, even search engines such as Google. you have a global company or you work for a global brand. What are those? And you got a couple of competitors. What are those keywords? What are those meta tags that will help you, be able to rank first across the different search engines? Because even Facebook pages, even the different social media platforms that you're engaged in as a brand, they'll also show on the different search engine. When a particular search word is entered, the keyword is entered, the desired results are gotten according to the different keywords that were included during the content creation, during the content creation panel. So this is one of the things that will help you train, whether you're a blogger or a content creator for any global or social brand. Search engine optimization is is paramount. And that takes us to our top 18 principle: content distribution. Now, I spoke about gamification, and I also spoke about the fact that you can actually launch quizzes. So guys, we are saying that content distribution is something that is very important here. So utilize content distribution platforms, email newsletters, and partnerships to extend your content reach beyond your website. It's very important. Now, the top 19 principle, we've got lesser time, so we have to rush. You have to measure your return on investment. As we continually analyze your content, to check on the best performing posts and all of that across the different social media platforms, you have to be able to measure your return on investment as time goes on, to be able to tell how well your content is performing, whether you're actually getting the end results. Like I said, everything in marketing is downstream to making sales, and that's why measuring your return on investment is something that is very important. So regularly assess the return on investment of your content marketing efforts. Identify which content types and channels deliver the best results. Learn from analytics. Our top 2 principles says you should learn from analytics. There are stuff like the search engine results journals you guys can read. You have the Talita Group Institute website. They constantly put up updates. You can go there to be able to learn from the different analytics of the different social media platforms and the various improvements based on the data they are putting out there. So use analytics data to refine your strategy.
Kindly
yes,
mention
please.
The names of the recommendations again.
Yes, I spoke about the search engine results journal. The search engine journal, you can just put down the search engine journal, and you've got the Talita Group Institute website. So you can always get a lot of information from them based on the various improvements. And at the end of this summit, if you are signing up for the advanced digital marketing training with Talita Group Institute as well, it's going to position you best for this knowledge, because you have a lot to discover within the training. So use analytics data to refine your strategy. Focus on what's working. Tweak what is not working and continually improve. So these are things you need to take them highly, very serious. And that is our last point for today. We're saying that effective content marketing requires a well-planned strategy, guys. Everything we've shared boils down to this: consistent effort and a deep understanding of your audience. By implementing these strategies, you can create content that not only attracts and engages your audience, but also drives meaningful results for your business. Who else would want to drive meaningful results for his or business? You have to implement these strategies to get the desired results if you must do. And that is the end for today, guys. I am happy that you guys followed up, and I don't know if Mr. Tamon is there. He will take any questions that you may have pertaining to this. And my name is Derek Jia. I'm a digital marketing agency. I'm part of the Talita Group Digital Agency, one of the advanced digital marketing students that graduated in 2022. It's a pleasure for me to have this and to share this wealth of knowledge for you guys. Thanks so much for following up, and you can put through your questions to Mr. Tamon. Thank you so much, Mr. Tamon, for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Amazing presentation. So guys, we will get back to you. If you have questions, please feel free to ask your questions, and we are going to address them.
All right. So, Mr. Derek.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
I have one question. If you could help me explain further, that is user-generated content. If you could tell me what it is actually, what it means. What is user-generated content? You spoke about it, but then I don't think I really got the understanding.
Okay, real quick. Who is asking the question, please? Your name?
My name is Sylvester. Forgive me.
Sylvester.
Yes, Sylvester from Ghana.
Awesome. I'm sure this name has really been active during the session. We want to see real quick what user-generated content is.
All right, if you have any other question, just give out your questions, and Derek is going to answer them, please. We will take the questions all at once, so he can answer them at once as well. Any other person?
Yes, please put down your questions.
Any other worry, please? Please, you can ask questions even from all the other questions that are related to the other speakers. You are free to do so. Questions from other speakers? If not, okay, Derek, I think Derek can answer that.
Yes, so user-generated content simply refers to any content that is created and shared by individuals, consumers, or users of a product or service, you can say, or any platform, rather than being produced by the brand or company. Let me repeat it again. User-generated content refers to any content that is created and shared by individuals, consumers, or users of a product, service, or platform, rather than being produced by the brand or company itself. This content can take various forms, including text messages, videos, reviews, testimonials, social media posts, and more. User-generated content is often shared, guys. It's often shared on social media platforms, websites, forums, and other online spaces. I really enjoy this question because it gives me an in-depth to think about a lot of things when it has to do with this particular point. And some key characteristics and examples of user-generated content you might want to have. I want to talk about authenticity, engagement, community building, content variety. So you can take note of these points. They're going to really help you out. I'm sure that with this few, with this little, you will be able to get a thorough insight about what user-generated content is all about.
Yes. Thank you very much. That was awesome.
I'm just going to add to what Derek just shared with you. Please, when you talk about user-generated, remember, there are two ways when we talk about content. There are content that comes from an organization. Then there are contents that come from other people. Okay, for example, if I want to talk about a particular brand, if I want to talk about a particular product as a company, I'm just going to go to my social media platform. I'm going to post about that, and people are going to read about it, right? But if someone else is talking about this same brand, not coming from the company itself, then it's what we call the user-generated. Try to understand. So it means that we have people who have used the product, people who understand the product. Sometimes there are people who can even explain your product or services far more better than you. It happens. We take an example. We have students who have gone through the graphic design class with TGI, and what they produce sometimes is even far more better than what the teachers who taught them know how to produce. It's but normal. So user-generated are content that come from users, those who have had that experience about the products you're using, and they are able to create content that are related to that. This actually happened in so many cases, like in affiliate marketing or network marketing. Remember, if you want to promote a particular product, you want to promote a particular brand, you want to ensure that you give out content which is captivating, you give out content which you believe is going to help make a lot of sales for you. Now, you are actually helping a company to do that, but you have your agenda. There is something which you have at the end of the tunnel once you've been able to do that. Okay, that's simply what user generated. So it's not all about, don't get it mixed up. Okay, if I'm advertising my personal brand, that's my normal content created by the company, good and fine. But content that is created by some other person, let's say a third party that is not even related to the company or that business, is known as well a user-generated content. I don't know if you've understood it more better this time.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that clarity, Mr. Tamon. I think we have another question from Chris. Chris is asking, please, what is the most effective social media strategy one can use? Okay, Chris, your question is let me say is broad, but let me just say creating an effective social media strategy depends on your specific goals. Okay, so target audience, that is effective social media strategy depends on your specific goals, target audience, and the nature of your business or organization. And so, however, there are some key principles and best practices that can guide your social media strategy to increase its effectiveness. And that's just what we have shared during this presentation. So if you follow the presentation from start to finish, this will help answer your question better. So you have to be able to position yourself first, define your niche, and then you can better answer that question when it is asked. I don't know if I've helped in any way. Mr. Tamon can still add something. Thank you.
Okay, in terms of the same question, the digital marketing strategies, before you think about creating strategies, obviously you need to think about your business objective. Now, in every business you do, before you get into any business, we take an example, before you get into any business, before you start up a new business, you should have your objective. You should know what you intend to achieve at the end of that business. The same thing goes with advertising. There are different reasons why people do advertising, okay? Some people may want to carry out advertisement just because they want to create awareness, just want people to know about their brand. If they don't make sales, it's not a problem. They just want their brand to go, to excel. They want so many people to know about. That's the reason why when you see people giving advertisements on radio stations and they say, we are going to broadcast this news on Mondays, maybe every day, maybe 2 times a week or 2 times a day, sorry. Now, one person might be able to listen to that information twice in a day, right? So that is what we call awareness. You're actually creating what we call brand awareness. So your brand will be known by so many people. That's the reason why when you notice that some agencies, when they get new buses or when airlines get a new plane, they make sure that so many people know more about that particular product or the new airplanes, the airplanes they have been able to get, or new buses they have been able to get. It doesn't mean that at that moment they are expecting to have sales. They know that it's in future. When people are aware of this brand, they are going to do what? They are going to come and they are going to actually come and buy this product. It's different from other businesses like e-commerce platforms. E-commerce platforms, it's very difficult for them to create something like a brand awareness. Their main target is sales. All right, their main target is sales. That's the reason why most of these platforms, social media platforms or Google Ads, there is always an option when you're running campaigns as an e-commerce platform whereby if you don't make sales, you will not be charged for the advertisement you've actually created. If you create an ad which has to do with a shopping campaign, then the company or the social media platform only charge you for that advertisement when you make sales. If no sales is being made, then of course you're not going to be charged for that particular ad which you created. So the objective matters. Before you think about the strategies, you need to actually put into account the objective. What do I intend to achieve after running this campaign? Do I want to make more sales? Do I want to create more awareness? Do I want to reach out to so many people? Do I want my ads to be shown so many times on social media platform, on the various social media platforms? Once you're able to define your objective, then of course, you're going to get what? The right strategy. So when we talk about building that strategy. Strategy has to do with you running your campaigns, your ad sets, and you need to strategize. You need to think of the manner in which you're going to place your campaigns. I cannot really explain this in detail right now because it has to do with a lot of practical aspects. It deals with a lot of practice. You need to learn how to create campaigns. You need to know the different objectives when it comes to running social media campaigns. Like on Facebook, you have about 11 or 12 different social media campaigns, which you need to learn. And of course, once you know these campaigns very well, you know the objectives very well, then you'll be able to do what? To implement your strategies very well. Okay. Then someone asked a question. Please, can I get more explanation about email marketing and how to go about it? We've just given you a briefing about email marketing. Email marketing is a whole ball game on its own as well. For you to be able to understand email marketing, I think it can take you about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to undergo a training on email marketing. You understand how email marketing campaigns are created. You need to understand what lead magnets are. How do you get people's emails? So email marketing is just like you want to communicate with your audience using emails. Now, you cannot do that without what? Collecting emails. So the first step is, how do I get 1,000 emails? How do I get 2,000 emails? How do I get 3,000 emails? Because I need these emails to be able to create what we call an email marketing campaign. Okay? Now, how do you collect the emails? You need what we call a lead magnet. So with the help of a lead magnet, you'll be able to attract a lot of people. You should give people reason why they should fill a lead form. Let me take an example of a lead magnet. If I have an ebook, for example, I want to give out this ebook to people. Okay, I can say, okay, I'm giving out my best-selling book by title, maybe Branding Echelon, for example, or Branding Echelon, for example, and I'll be giving out this book to the first 10 people. Maybe I'm organizing a training program, for example, and I say, the first 10 people who register for this training, I'm going to give you guys this ebook for free. Now, that is already a lead magnet. It's the way we call it a lead magnet. Try to understand it as a magnet, the magnet which we know in our daily life, right? It attracts what? More metal. When you place a magnet beside a metal, it draws that metal to it, right? So when we talk about a lead magnet, it simply means something which draws leads. What are leads? Leads are just information you collect from people. Okay, so how do we get this email? So an email is a lead. Emails are leads. How do we get emails from people? Give them something that will prompt them to give you an email. For example, if someone wants to, I'm giving an ebook for free. Visit my website and you're going to see that ebook there. There's an ebook there on WhatsApp marketing. Visit my website, you'll be able to download this ebook. So if someone visits my website and he's able to see a page that talks about my ebook, explains the ebook, and there's a section where the person needs to fill his name, email address, click on download, because you cannot download without giving us those information. So once the person fills the names and the email and click on download, he or she will have the book, the ebook, and the organization will have their credentials. Okay, now, this email can only be collected with the help of an email marketing tool. There are so many of them. We have MailChimp, we have MailerLite, we have ConvertFull, we have ConvertKit. There are so many of them. You need to learn how to use these tools very well. So when you use these tools, all those emails, when people fill those information on your website, they will be redirected through a funnel to your email marketing tool. So once you've been able to collect those emails on your email marketing tool, you can now run what we call email marketing campaign. Running an email marketing campaign means you have about 1,000 emails and you broadcast a single message to all the 1,000 people at the same time. So they will receive the information at the same time, talking about maybe an event coming up, or maybe a training program, or maybe a live session, and so on. That's just what email marketing is all about. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Any other question? Questions? Please, I hope you guys have filled certificate form, because we only give certificates to those who have attended the live stream. Any other person will not, because we know you've actually understood what this is all about. All right, if there are no questions, we want to thank each and every one of you for taking out your time, staying right up to the end. I want to thank Mr. Sylvester in a special way, me, Mohammed, Crystal, you guys have been amazing. And I'm hoping that tomorrow, when we'll be looking at the most, the most important, we call them the most important modules as far as digital marketing is concerned. We'll be looking at, I'll talk a little bit about, I already explained about email marketing. So I think we will not really talk much about it tomorrow. We will have to talk about search engine marketing. We have to talk about search engine optimization, so you understand these modules very well. So that in future, if you want to get into digital marketing, you should know the modules you need to learn and understand to become a digital marketing expert. Without these modules, you can't call yourself a digital marketing expert. You can't call yourself a social media marketing expert or a social media marketing specialist. You can't call yourself a PPC specialist. Any question? Any question? If there are no questions, then I want to thank you all for joining us in today's summit. We're going to continue tomorrow at 11 p.m. Dubai time. That should be 7 p.m. Ghana time, 7 p.m. Sierra Leone. And we're going to have another 2 hours of a session so you guys will understand. And we'll walk you guys through the digital marketing career. For those of you who want to become certified digital marketing expert, globally recognized, we'll walk you through the process and how you can get to that level. Thank you all. Make sure you fill the forms, because that's the only way we can know that you attended this session, and we'll be able to provide you with your certificates at the end of the training. And the certificates are free and will be coming from the TG Digital Agency that is responsible for this summit. Thank you all, and see you guys in our next summit, or in our day 2 of this summit. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you very much. We are most grateful.
You're welcome.